What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and we're gonna start this wonderful day off, because apparently I still gotta talk about the Marvels a little bit because God, people are just stupid. You just gotta love how stupid some people can be. But we're gonna continue on. I got over it. Look at this. This was the end. This is the current update. This includes, I think Monday's numbers are actually included in this. Let me take a quick check. Today's the 20th. No, Monday's numbers are not added in yet. So this is still with Sunday's numbers and all that. And look at that. $161 million for the Marvels. God, you gotta love it. You gotta love watching something that was so awful fail so beautifully. And because of that, it shows just how bigoted by low expectations some of these Marvel stands are. And we're gonna start right here with this wonderful individual. If you ever want to, just regret life itself, just go look at the Captain Marvel News Twitter account, legitimately filled with full-on cope and how much they loved everything that came out. But look at this. Real quick, Marvels was made by Nia DaCosta, and a lot of the Marvel stans and the people saying that this was a wonderful movie, are trying to help celebrate the fact that Nia DaCosta, who is a black woman, and they're celebrating the fact that she did a good job. This is the best thing that has ever happened for a black female. The Marvels had the highest box office opening for a movie by a black female director at 110 million worldwide. Congrats, team. Congrats, Nia. This is racism. This is bigotry from low expectations. Outright, just bigotry. She failed. Do you really want to be going around there saying, hey guys, I'm Nia DaCosta and I directed the Marvels? One of the biggest box office flops in MCU history. $70 million it needs to make just to break even. And as of right now, it's barely even past 150. My God, this thing's gonna struggle just to get to 200 million. But that's besides the point, because as everybody's, congratulating Nia DaCosta for being a black woman who destroyed a movie, helped lead it down into the gutters, we got other things we got to talk about. And this, we'll start here. CBR Zawe, I think that's how you say her name. Get real names. Zawe Ashton, who plays the villain in Marvels, speaks out about the importance of having diverse cast. Your movie sucked. Your movie failed. Definitively, it has failed. There is no way it will break even. The box office drop was 77%. This is a disaster of monumental proportion. But instead of worrying about all that and all the actual stuff you should be caring about, guess what they care about more? Representation! Diversity! That's what led you into this position. That is what ended it all, okay? You're caring of women's skin colors, who we sleep with, what you identify as, all that stupid BS that nobody really cares about is what led you to this point. But let's see what this wonderful lady had to say, shall we? The Marvels star Zawe, I don't really give a crap. Ashton praises the MCU's movies representation. Zawe Ashton, who plays the villain in the Marvels, speaks out, I don't give a crap. Okay, the representation in the Marvels extended to its antagonist along with its three leads. And Zawe Ashton has addressed how meaningful it was to be a part of that. With her role as the supervillain Dar-Benn, who constantly talked like this. Oh my God, Annihilator. Very monotone, very annoying. Like if I did this whole video in the way she sounded, I'd probably lose all subs. But Ashton stars opposite Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, who is Miss Marvel, I believe, and oh my god, this is gonna cancel me. Teyonah Parris. I got it. Teyonah Parris as the titular trio for a recent appearance on Tamaran Hall show. I don't even know what that is. Ashton spoke about her casting and the film's incredible representation of women. Oh my god, this movie that was directed by the first black female to do an MCU movie and had all this money, broke records on being awful, had a bunch of diverse people. Yay, clap for us. Clap for us, everybody. We had diversity. The see, hiding behind diversity. That's all you're doing, is hiding behind it. You're too scared to address the fact that the movie was garbage, so you're hiding behind all the diversity in the whammons. That's racism. Referring to her own role as Dar-Benn, she also noted how important it was to include diversity with the villain roles just as much as the heroes. Ashton also commented on how she never would have seen something like the movie poster for the Marvels in her youth, and she's happy that things are different with today's generation. Yeah. You know what? I'm curious. How old has this been? I'm really curious about that because I'm 26. Gotta be 27 here soon. I'm pretty sure, I'm Zoomer. I'm pretty sure before the whole diversity and representation mattering thing began to like prolificate the world. I've seen several movie posters that had whammons of all shapes and sizes on it. I'm pretty sure I have. So, yeah, I feel like you're leading a bunch of bullshit. But let's read on. Here's her quote. I think people think that with success comes some key to the door of freedom in some way. Oh, God, I can't even do that. That's annoying even to me. But actually, for me, I just feel so blessed to be at a point in my life where self-work, self-healing, self-love is the only key to anything. Well, no, yes and no. Yeah, it's important to, love yourself and be okay with yourself and stuff like that. But at the same time, yes, success does come to freedom. When you are successful, you have more freedom. That is true. You actually prolificate more better understanding of life, and you failed. You failed miserably. You were an awful villain, by the way. Being in this film that you can see is inclusive of this incredible representation of women in this film, from the hero to the villain, and I think that's always really important. Well, I mean, okay, you know what? She's right. She's very much right. A film filled with women of diverse whammons, also directed by diverse whammons, failed miserably. Yes, it failed miserably. And on top of that, women didn't even go to see this movie. It got shown that the actual demographic breakdown of this movie, women didn't come out for it. Men did. Men came to watch this movie more than women. 67% of the audience was men. So this whole thing like, oh my God, women matter. Women love to see women. No, they don't. They didn't come out to watch it because it wasn't even made for them. They didn't care. They didn't want to see it. So, okay, enough of this nonsense, okay? It's great. God. It's great to see representation within the people in the movie with whose arc is like, very heroic. Oh my God, no. The closest thing to a hero we had was Miss Marvel, and that was like still far from hero. Outright, the whole movie is predicated on the fact that freaking Brie Larson's Captain Marvel committed genocide. That is the whole premise of the movie. She went there, she destroyed the AI being. That led to a massive civil war that destroyed their atmosphere, their oceans, and their sun somehow. And then Brie Larson just goes somewhere else, doesn't even acknowledge the fact that she caused all this. And then at the end of the movie, she has the power to restart her son, so she could have done it the whole time. She did all of this. This is all her fault. Yeah. But it's also nice to have the contrast, to have the people who aren't so likable, you know? None of y'all were likable. The only person that was likable was Miss Marvel, who was Iman Vellani, just because she's a likable person. That Iman Vellani is the likable aspect. Miss Marvel isn't. It is the actress that is likable. But it's not so likable. None of you were likable. You know, so there's a lot of inner child hearing that has come from being in this film, because there's a little girl when I saw, because there's a little girl. What? That doesn't make sense. When I saw these posters, there just wasn't the same representation, and to be that maybe for some other young people is really meaningful. Oh, it's so wonderful to have a bunch of young individuals look up to all of you awful humans. Like in the movie, okay, you're not humans in the movie. You're not human in the movie. You're a Cree. But in the movie, all of you were villains except for Iman Vellani. Quite literally, all of you were awful people. All of you were horrific individuals. And anybody looking up to you, I fear for the next generation. You just want them to look up to you because of skin color. That's all. Instead of personality, instead of special traits, instead of something like that. There's other aspects to this to look up to. You don't have to just see yourself and go like, oh, I don't have to go there and go like, oh my God, look, there's an overweight white dude. I see myself in him. No. There's other traits to characters that you need to be able to connect to, and you should feel more proud of being connected to. But I guess, you know, the skin color is all that matters for these people, because they can't even acknowledge how the movie was doing and their merits in the movie, because the movie was shite, and it's showing how shite it was. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this fine, beautiful, I can't even lie, this crazy lady? What are your thoughts on all her down in the comments below? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. What's going on, guys? Listen, it's Christmas season coming up, and you know what makes great gifts? That's right, Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee makes wonderful gifts, and guess what? They don't just have great coffees, teas, and cocos. They also got gear, they got K-cups, and also they got wonderful gift boxes. Gift boxes that include all sorts of wonderful great goodies. You got chocolate covered coffee beans, raspberry yogurt pretzel twists, sea salt milk chocolates, caramel. You got chocolate covered coffee beans, peppermint hot cocoa, spicy and sweet treat mixes, kettle corn pop, premium vacuum travel tumblers, and all sorts of wonderful great stuff that you can get at Coffee Brand Coffee. And these make great Christmas gifts. So guys, please check out coffeebrandcoffee.com and use promo code BACKTACO at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, promo code BACKTACO.